In this example, you can see the equation that we're going to be solving. As is true with all of these examples, I suggest that you write it down yourself first and work it out yourself first, or at least try to work it out as far as you possibly can yourself before going through the video with me. So pause it and use the fact that this is a recording to your advantage. The first thing I want to do when solving this for x is I want to get the exponential part of the equation by itself. So that means getting the 10x by itself. You notice that what's in the way of that here is the 7 and the 26. And so I need to get rid of those. And because I am solving the equation, I am undoing it. I go backwards through the order of operations. And so the very first thing I want to get rid of here is the addition. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 26 from both sides. And now that I've done that, I can get rid of the 7 that's being multiplied by 10 to the x. And so I divide both sides by 7. And that gives me now 10 to the power of x equals 4. At least the numbers are fairly pretty. All right, at this point now, I need to get the x by itself. The x is in the exponent. If I'm going to solve for an exponent like that, I write it as a logarithm. And so we might write it then as x equals log base 10 of 4, which then we can calculate. And you might just get on autopilot here and say, okay, then I'm going to do log of 4 divided by log of 10. When you do that, whichever way you do it, you should get an answer of about 0.6. But notice I said some stuff about, well, you might be on autopilot and things like that. Why? Well, you notice I wrote here log base 10. Well, remember that log base 10 is exactly the same thing as just log. When you press that log button on your calculator, it is log base 10. So if you wanted to, you could have actually just said x equals log 4 because you recognize that it was log base 10. And then you would have been able to go straight to x equals 0.60. But again, if you did it the long way, it still would work.